Seeing documents like either transcribed with their words or written by their hand makes me feel a little more closer and connected to them. And the pictures too, just like actually seeing them instead of just hearing the names over and over again makes me feel a little bit more intimately connected to my own history. I knew that my great-grandfather was an orphan. I didn't know much about the family beyond him. I knew a little bit more about my great-grandma, but Carolyn helped me find information about my great-grandfather, Levi, who I just didn't even know, like the Shoto side of the family, essentially. And she was able to help track down to a great-great-grandpa and grandma, and I got the names of who their parents were, and then I discovered a whole realm of family that I didn't even know existed. So yeah, that was cool. I guess I maybe always just thought my family was just, they were just people working and living in the world, but it's always kind of fun and surprising when you find that there are documents held in a historical society or a museum or an archive of any sort, and you see it and there's their name, and it makes it feel maybe not more special, but it makes it feel like your family's history is an important part of the overall history of the state that you live in, or just the national history. The staff is incredibly helpful. I feel like Carolyn went above and beyond in helping me find this information. She not only used the resources here, which are incredible, but also reached out to other historical societies to find pictures and images that we don't have here, but are definitely vital to my own ancestry and connecting the dots and my family. And I feel like that's always been my experience here. Everybody's just always willing to put themselves forward and try to use the information knowledge they have about these facilities and other archival institutions to help you find what you need. It's incredibly important, and I don't think I realized how important it is until I realized what I don't know. Pretty surprising. I assume that I know my family history fairly well, and then all of a sudden I find out that there's a family member who's German, a branch of my family that has German descendants. And I don't know, it helps me feel more solid with my own identity in the world, and I feel a little more connected to my cultural heritage, and it also gives me the information I need to pass this on to my family so we don't ever forget where we came from and who came before us and their relevance in the world.